This is going to be an exciting week. Hello, everybody. Happy Monday to you guys. I pray that everybody's starting the week off great. In spite of what you see that's happening in the world, you got to remind yourself, I'm fighting the good fight of faith. I am fighting the good fight of faith. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. God is with me. And at the end of the day, I'm going to win. At the end of the day, I'm going to win. Hi, I'm Coach Ricardo Miller. For those of you who are watching for the very first time, this week is going to be a special week. You've got to join us every morning this week at 6 a.m. Yeah, 6 a.m. If you're in Central Standard Time. If you're in Eastern Standard, it's 7 a.m. But I'm going to be talking about something that I think is super important. This is my birthday week, y'all. This is my birthday week. My birthday is on Friday, to be exact. But I wanted to share. What did I learn? What is it that I've learned? What is it that I've learned since having been in this world this amount of time? So I spent some time reviewing my life, and I'm working on a project, and a lot of you guys will hear about that project, especially those of you that are effective living ambassadors. I started looking at my life, and I believe life is a classroom. I believe after having lived a while, you should be able to look back and ask yourself, what is it that I've learned? Now, not only do I want to identify what is it that I've learned, but I want to be able to document it. I want to be able that my son and his children, my grandchildren, my daughter and her children will be able to go back and say, let's see what Pops thought at 49. Going into 49, what was it that he felt as though he had figured out a little bit? Now, I haven't figured out everything. I'm going to say that all week. I haven't figured out everything. And some of what I've figured out, I have figured it out, but I'm still fighting to work it in. Yeah, you could figure out some things, but still have difficulty on working it into your life. But I love my organization because we fight to live what we know to be true. So we're not just talking the talk. We're trying to live what we say on a daily basis, right? We're trying to live what we say on a daily basis. So you're going to like this because I'm giving in 5 days. This is day one. Which day is this? This is day one. Good morning to each of you. Thank you for sharing this. You're going to know somebody who needs to hear this stuff because you say, wow, I never thought of documenting my life's journey to a point where I look back and say, what is it that I've learned? Because a lot of people don't realize you could actually be repeating mistakes year in and year out. You could be not growing even though you're getting older. So you got to ask yourself, what is it that I've learned? To ensure that that don't be the same thing you find yourself failing year in and year out. Okay? That's not the will of God for you. So today, see, I've documented. I got my stuff right here, man. I got my stuff right. So please go ahead and put in the comment section which one stands out to you the most, which one resonates with your spirit. Because these are Ricardo Miller top 49 things that I've learned. Number one, be a lifelong learner. Be a lifelong learner. I wish to God I had learned that earlier, but I now know that you never stop learning. It's a mistake to stop learning. Number one, be a lifelong learner. Number two, be resilient. Be resilient. I have found that life will punch you in the face. Okay? Life will punch you in the face. You're going to find yourself going through some stuff. But today, I'm giving attention to personal growth and self-discovery. So what it is that I committed to that's brought me to this point. So this entire week, I'm telling you about what I've learned in regards to personal growth and self-discovery. So number one was be a lifelong learner. Number two is be resilient. Life will throw you challenges and you can't stop some of them. Some of them, they're coming no matter what. But you can overcome them by staying strong and focused. Staying strong and focused. And over the years, if you know me, you know I've had to be strong. And there have been a lot of times I had to stay focused. There was a devil loose. There was an enemy trying to come for you, boy. But I had to keep fighting the good fight of faith. The third thing that I've learned in my 49 years. And this week, as I mentioned this morning, I'm focusing on personal growth and discovery. That's what I'm focusing on in this area. Self-discovery. Self-discovery, that's number 3. When I talk about 49 things that I've learned, self-discovery, Jesus, Lord, I wish I was 35 years old and still hadn't known myself. 35 years old and still hadn't known myself. I believe, and I've now figured out, that you need to take time to figure out what you love and what makes you happy. You got to figure out what's your passion. What is it that you're about? Because there is so long. Let me tell you something. You could have lived a long time and still haven't figured out you. Let me say it again. You could have lived a long time and haven't figured out you. And here's the deal. By the time sometimes some people figure it out, they're at the end of the line. It's like life is about to come to an end for them. And they just now figuring out that self-discovery is something. Now, here's the deal. All depending on where you preside, all depending on who you're doing life with, all depending on the culture and environment that you continue to be in, some people don't want you to discover yourself. Some people don't want you to discover yourself, because if you discover yourself, you'll outshine them. If you discover yourself, you will outshine them. And let me tell you something. Self-discovery is necessary for effective living. If you don't know who you are, you will try to be everybody else that you're impressed by. The reason why I still do these in the morning, because it's not so much that I'm trying to be Eric Thomas and I'm trying to be like Joel Osteen. I'm trying to be the new Miles Monroe. I'm trying to be whatever. I have figured out I like this. I enjoy this. And it's the reason why I do it every week. I do it Monday through Friday at 6 a.m. And I'm not doing this just for those who are watching. I'm doing it for me, reminding me. So this week, I'm actually going to watch these myself to literally remind yourself, Ricardo, you're learning some things, because self-discovery was one of the things that you hadn't given attention to. So for the longest, I dressed like everybody else. I talked like everybody else. I was doing what people call hot. Oh man, that's in now. That's in. And I've never really found a reason for locking in until lately. I know I'm in my lane. It's important for you to be in your lane. So number 3 was self-discovery that I've learned over these. I'm glad I figured it out before 50. Okay? Watch this. Number 4 is embracing change. Embracing change. I remember when I could clearly say, it was very, very evident that I had a fixed mindset. I remember when I would say things like, that's not me. And that's everybody who know me for this or know me for that. When the truth is, I'm now moving towards 49 and I'm still changing. And it's beautiful. And I'm liking the fact that I'm changing. And I'm open to change. And so embracing change is a part of life. And if you want a difficult life, here's the deal. Choose not to change. Choose not to change. If you choose not to change on your job, they're going to let you go. If you choose not to change, your children will have nothing to do with you. If you choose not to change, you will be left behind. Boy, this is some good teaching there. So please share this with somebody. Share. Miller's dropping some stuff on his birthday week. I'm doing it a little bit different, y'all. I want this one right here. The first day needs to have the best numbers. So if you're watching and you're enjoying this, do me a favor, please tag a few people and share it a few times. All right, let's go on to number 5. Let's go on to number 5. I figured this out a little bit early. I was in my 20s when I figured out this was a thing that I needed to figure out, but I hadn't figured it out in mastery. I'm just now starting to work on it from a masterful, skillful, high level. And that is number 5, is effective communication. Effective communication. I remember, Pastor Claire, if you're watching, I remember when I would say, I don't talk. Don't put me in the front of the room. I remember, you know what? They could say whatever they got to say. Everybody know me, man. I don't talk. I don't want to be in front. I don't want the mic. And I've learned that you have to learn how to express your thoughts. You have to learn how to express your emotions. You have to learn how to speak up for yourself. Sometimes you got to learn how to speak up for those around you. So that's been a blessing in my life, having gone through the seasons where I remember I didn't want to talk. I remember the season when I said I wouldn't talk. That's not me. And now to be able to say I am leaning in on how can I become a better communicator. So going into this next season, I want to sharpen my skills in communication, but I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable talking. I'm comfortable sharing and expressing how I feel and what I believe. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Number 6. Am I on a roll or what? Am I on a roll or what? God, thank you. Thank you for your many blessings. Thank you for who you've surrounded me with. Thank you for keeping me in my right mind to be able to stop and do a talk like this. Years to come, I want to be able to go back and look over this stuff. Okay? So let's go on. Let's go on. Number 6 is listening skills. Listening skills. I remember when I joined Toastmasters, and Toastmasters taught speaking and leadership and speaking skills all roll into one. When you're a part of that organization, it's phenomenal. Well, that's one of the things I've encouraged almost every one of my coaching clients to do, and that is to join a Toastmasters club. Oh man, when we talk about listening skills, let me say this: pay attention when people are speaking. Listening is just as important as sharing your thoughts. I now know that. It's something I've discovered, and it's still something I'm working on. Jamal, you capture that? Miss Cynthia, you capture that? So the listening skills, being able to pull back and not be so quick to speak. Being able to allow the person to speak and not be just, this one right here is hard, trying to capture my thoughts so that I can talk. So I'm not listening, I'm letting them talk, but I'm still in my head trying to capture how I'm going to respond to them. I'm learning how not to do that. Yeah, I'm learning how not to do that. And so listening skills is critical, y'all. Listening skills, communication skills is critical. Listening skills is critical. Self-discovery is critical. Being resilient, relentless, determined. Oh man, being a lifelong learner. Those are just a few of what I've learned so far. That's why I'm committed to getting better with age. Okay, I'm committed to get better with age. So this week I'm celebrating my birthday on Friday. And I'm taking some time out to write down, Ricardo, how do you want to improve moving forward? How do you want to improve when it comes to the 5 F's: faith, family, finance, fitness, and fun? How are you going to make yourself better and the environment and the people that you do life with better? I don't want to just merely exist. I don't want just another year. I don't want just another 5 years. I want to evolve and become all that I can be in the next season of my life or in the next year of my life. So stick around. I got some big announcements I'm going to make this week. So please hang out with us, okay? Next one, guys, number 7. This one changed the game. I remember having desires, but I never took the time. And number 7 is setting goals. Setting goals. I can remember when I started to learn the importance of goal setting, but then I started to incorporate it in my days, started to incorporate it in my weeks, started to incorporate it in my months, started incorporating it in my year. And Mom T can attest to this. I remember giving her a 10-year document plan that I wanted to do and I wanted to see come to life in my life. And believe it or not, I remember seeing 99% of that stuff coming to pass. I had put countries down on that list that I wanted to go and minister to. It came to pass. I remember having in that book, I wanted to speak at the Madison Square Gardens. Did it a few times. That was in that book. In that book, I wrote down, I wanted to write a few books. It was all goal setting. I oftentimes talk to people and I listen to clients and I say, okay, what's the plan? What's the plan? Have you taken the time to draw up a goal that you can plan to work out so that you can get to your desired destination? Some people don't have no plans. And we've all heard he who fails to plan is planning to fail. So goal setting is big. So while I'm on my birthday cruise, I'm going to be taking some time out and literally writing out some goals for the next year. Pray for your boy. It's going to be good. All right. So goal setting has been a critical part of it. Now, this one, number eight is overcoming fear. Overcoming fear. Face your fears head on is what I've been told. But guess what? That's easier said than done. But I did it. I did it. Ricardo, how did you do it? I remember having told Karen, my wife, I said, babe, I don't like snakes. I don't like snakes. Oh, man. And guess what she did? She knew I had it on my bucket list to one day have a snake, hold a snake. To hold a snake, and so she surprised me. She surprised me. I think it was first Father's Day weekend. She treated me with a road trip, and I didn't know where we were going. And I remember her pulling over and blindfolding me, tell me, I don't want you to see where we're pulling up to, because she was surprising me. The girl is amazing, y'all. She's amazing. And so I blindfolded, and then she got back on the road and was driving. And then she pulled up. She said, you ready to see where you're at? You ready to see? And she took off the blindfold, and I was at a snake farm. So, my God, I won't ever go to a snake farm. Well, I wanted to go to a snake farm. I wanted to hold a snake. I wanted to comfortably hold a snake. Well, if you were in my office here, you would see that I have a picture with me and that snake, because I made a commitment to face my fears. Another one of my fears was heights. I didn't like heights. To some degree, I don't like heights still, but I made a commitment. I was going to face my fear. So what did I do, Jocelyn? What did I do, Miss Cynthia? I signed up to skydive. Yeah, I signed up to skydive. I called my wife, Carrie, and I said, babe, I think I'm going to skydive for my birthday. I'm going to skydive a couple of weeks before my birthday. And behold, a good friend of mine reached out. He said, man, I skydive, and I'll do it with you. Well, I told him, let's do it. Well, we did it. 14,000 feet in the air. They opened the door of the plane, and I thought, my Lord, what did you sign up for? Most people I told I was skydiving told me I was crazy, but I knew what I was doing. I was doing number 8. Number 8 is overcoming fears. And there are a lot of different types of fears, but we got to learn how to feel the fear and do it anyway. Feel the fear. Fear is literally false evidence appearing real. Okay? Somebody has mastered what you fear, and they have learned how to bring their fear under control. You too can learn how to bring your fear under control. And so that's one of the things that I've learned having lived a while. Now, last but not least for the day, this one is big. Last but not least, self-care. Self-care. I teach getting better with age, but there is so much to be said about getting better with age. And self-care is one of those. Taking care of your body and mind is essential. I can remember the first time I set an appointment to go get a body massage. Getting a body massage, I didn't know. I'm like, hold on now. I don't know, listen, I tell them right to this day, still, I ain't letting no dudes massage me, man. Okay, I'm from Soldier Road, okay? I'll get a massage every month, but ain't no dude massage me. Well, Miller, what's that about? Well, that's a different kind of thought hey, don't judge me. Okay, don't judge me. Everybody got their preferences. I prefer a female massaging me than a male, all right? But it's a part of self-care, okay? I believe in going to the gym. I believe in going to get my annual checkups. I'm about to be 50, man. Next year is my 50th. So I'm self-care is important. Self-care. And I still don't think I'm doing as good as I need to do. I still believe there's room for improvement when it comes to taking care of my body and taking care of my mind. And here's what I've chosen to not do. To judge myself based on how other guys are doing it. Meaning, at least I'm doing it better than other guys. No. It's not about doing it better than other guys. It's about doing what's right for you. So when it comes to self-care, I'm very protective of my stress level. I don't want to be stressed out. So to hear me say I'm stressed out, rare occurrence. There's been a couple of things in my life lately that have started to stress me out. I made an adjustment and I call it pruning. Pruning to ensure that you stay in good health. Pruning to ensure that you stay with a good mind. Boy, this is some good stuff. This is going to be a great week because I'm giving Angela, I'm giving 49 lessons that I've learned in 49 years. Having been in this world, hopefully everybody can attest to different things they've learned. And sometimes you just really got to go back and say, how much have I learned? How much have I truly learned? Or did I? Or am I just going through the motion and hoping to wish certain things don't ever happen again? I'm just hoping and wishing that I will improve. So self-care was number 9. I'm going to end it there. I just want you to know I love you and I appreciate you embracing this platform. If you've never been here before, please subscribe to our channel. Go ahead and put on that notification bell. Put me in your favorites, man. I'm Coach Ricardo Miller. I want to go to the top 2, and I need your support to go to the top as well. So with this whole concept of getting better with age, you have to take some time to look at what lessons have I learned? Okay? What lessons have I learned? I'm teaching minds this week. What is it that I've learned up to this point? We're going to talk more about it tomorrow morning. Don't miss it. It's going to be so good. God bless you. Have a great day. Happy Monday, everybody.